With a few hiccups along the way, Wednesday on Netflix affords Ortega a scary and bizarre playing field that she makes her own with ease. Since Wednesday isn't quite a remake, continuation, or reboot of the Addams Family movies or television show, it has a lot of freedom to establish its own universe. With a genuine affection for outcasts on full display throughout, Charles Addams' eerie and hilarious family is given a lot of tribute. Wednesday is a Netflix coming-of-age fantasy mystery series that was created by Tim Burton, Alfred Gough, and Miles Millar. It is based on the creations of Charles Addams, an American cartoonist. After failing to successfully enroll Wednesday Addams, Jenna Ortega, in a regular school, her parents decide to send her to Nevermore Academy, the boarding school they both attended when they were younger. All of the students and the majority of the teachers at the unique school known as Nevermore are outcasts, individuals with unique talents that distinguish them apart from the general populace or normal people. Even among the outcasts, Wednesday manages to stand out, infuriating Nevermore's principal Larissa Weems, Gwendoline Christie, with her behavior. Aspiring author Wednesday gets caught up in a murder case involving a deadly creature and discovers a prophecy that says she will ruin the school. Here is all the information you require on the conclusion of Season 1 of Wednesday. Wednesday's parents, Gomez, Luis Guzman, and Morticia, Catherine Zeta-Jones, decide to enroll her at Nevermore as a last resort when she unleashes a school of piranhas on her brother's bullies. In the past 5 years, she has already attended 8 different institutions. Morticia and Gomez are hoping that the school where they met will be exactly what their daughter needs. She is as obstinate as she is morbid, as Weems and Dr. Valerie Kinbet, Ricky Lindham, the therapist Wednesday must visit as punishment for her behavior at the previous school, discover. At first, Wednesday develops a nearly hostile connection with the other students and wants to leave the school at every opportunity. Enid Sinclair, Wednesday's roommate, played by Emma Myers, is the complete opposite of her. Enid is cheerful and colorful, but she hasn't fully transformed into a werewolf, which has caused fear for the family pack. Wednesday is introduced to the school hierarchy by Enid. The world's population is divided into normies and misfits in this version of the Addams family. Normies are regular people, while outcasts possess exceptional abilities. Young members of various magical races are meant to travel to Nevermore to receive education because it is a shelter for outcasts. There are cliques, as one might expect, with the primary 4 being fangs, vampires, furs, werewolves, stoners, gorgons, and scales, sirens. Other students have special abilities, such as Eugene Ottinger, Musa Mustafa, who has control over insects, and Xavier Thorpe, Percy Hines White, whose paintings come to life. As for Wednesday, she is psychic and has inherited her mother's ability to see the future. Additionally, she has a parent with Goody Addams, who was among the first outcasts in Jericho, New England, a town close to Nevermore. The Addams family is entirely represented in black and white throughout the program as a nod to the character's lengthy history. After only a few days in Nevermore, Wednesday almost loses her life when Rowan, a fellow student, uses his telekinesis power on her and claims that his mother foresaw that Wednesday will bring about the destruction of Nevermore. Rowan is killed when a horrible thing arrives out of nowhere. Even Wednesday is shaken by the incident, so she starts looking into the monster. Several murders have already been connected to the beast. Sheriff Donovan Galpin, Jamie McShane, who thinks the creature is one of the Nevermore pupils, and Wednesday come to an understanding. Galpin is persuaded to assist Wednesday since she has access to the academy. Wednesday starts making friends with Enid as she stays to study at Nevermore, which is a remarkable development. Additionally, she becomes acquainted with Tyler Galpin, Hunter Doohan, who appears to be the sheriff's normie son. It turns out that Tyler and Xavier have been at odds for a very long time, ever since the latter vandalized one of Xavier's works of street art. The male's obvious interest in her quickly turns the competition into the beginning of a love triangle. Even while Wednesday is aware of their curiosity, she largely maintains her distance from the situation. But as the show goes on, it becomes clear that Tyler might be interested in the same things. Wednesday's parents left behind Thing, the live artificial hand that helps the Addams family when they fled Nevermore. Wednesday delves further into the mystery of Jericho with the aid of Thing and her companions and learns that her ancestor Goody and the town's founder, Joseph Crackstone, William Houston, were fierce rivals. She experiences a vision in which she sees Crackstone setting the Jericho outcasts on fire. Goody barely makes it out, but she later exacts revenge on the man. When Wednesday's evil uncle Fester, Fred Armisen, shows up, she is able to identify the type of monster she is dealing with. She makes assumptions about the character hiding beneath the monster's skin, But the season 1 finale disproves her assumptions. An old foe of the outcasts makes a comeback seeking retribution. While other friends support Wednesday as she fights evil, certain pals reveal their actual selves. In the end, Uncle Fester discovers the monster's riddle for Wednesday. He quickly recognizes one of Xavier's sketches of the Beast as a Hyde, just like the villain from Scottish author Robert Louis Stevenson's 1886 book, Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, when she reveals that it was inspired by the creature from that book. Wednesday discovers Nathaniel Faulkner, the creator of Nevermeridiaries S with Fester's assistance. Faulkner included a variety of outcasts in his diaries, including the Hyde. A group of teenagers led by Xavier named the Nightshade's secret organization had the diaries. Wednesday is given the opportunity to join the group at one point, but she turns it down. Wednesday discovers the Hydes are cruel by nature, but also artists through Faulkner's diary. Until a traumatic event awakens it, the Hyde aspect is latent. The monster may also emerge if someone else uses hypnosis to unleash it. And in that case, this one takes control of the Hyde. Wednesday first blames Dr. Kinbit and Xavier, who has drawn the Hyde numerous times. However, the Hyde kill Kinbit, and Xavier is detained despite his insistence that he is innocent. Wednesday eventually understands that Tyler is the Hyde and that his late mother, who was a Hyde as well, gave him the ability to possess monster traits. Marilyn Thornhill, Christina Ricci, the Academy's den mother and the sole normie educator, is the Hyde's master. Wednesday learns that Joseph Crackstone's descendant Laurel Gates is Marilyn's real name. She restrained Tyler using a substance produced from plants. Laurel revives Crackstone with Wednesday's blood and accompanies him as he moves to obliterate Nevermore. Before Wednesday, Goody shows there, cures her fatal wounds, and counsels her to stab Crackstone in the heart. With assistance from several of her classmates, Wednesday battles Crackstone and Laurel, while Enid defeats Tyler by turning for the first time into a werewolf. The siren Bianca assists Wednesday in returning Crackstone to hell. Eugene attacks Laurel with his bees when she holds a gun at Wednesday, allowing Wednesday the chance to knock the elderly woman out. Laurel appears to be at least still alive and to be in captivity. Weem's death results in the Academy's semester-long closure. During the conflict, Xavier and Wednesday already made amends. Xavier gives Wednesday a smartphone that already has his number saved in it as she gets ready to leave for home. Soon after, Wednesday finds pictures of herself with both Tyler and Xavier in a message she receives from an unknown caller. She becomes aware of her stalker. It's safe to conclude that Wednesday's buddies are not the stalker, despite the fact that the stalker's identity is kept a secret in season 1. It must be someone who has been keeping a close eye on her ever since she got to Nevermore. This person might leave a legacy similar to hers. It's possible that their parents had a dispute with Morticia and Gomez and that their child now wants to carry on that feud. The sheriff discovers his son asleep in the midst of the woods after Enid defeats Tyler. Tyler is restrained and brought somewhere by the authorities in the final scene. He abruptly regains consciousness and starts to transform into Dr. Jekyll. This suggests that this individual may still be around in some capacity. He may make an appearance in upcoming seasons of the show and compound Wednesday's situation. Because Tyler is no longer under Laurel's influence, he will be more dangerous than ever.